you use CDK deploy typically to some test environment of some sort or shared development environment or whatever. Or you push it into like a CI/CD pipeline that will run this stuff for you. Now, the nice thing like is we have CI/CD integration, so you can actually instead of a lot of companies when they're trying to deploy this stuff will actually say, okay, spin up a test environment, run all our tests to make sure that your commit, your pull request works, and then um, and then tear down that whole environment in the cloud. And then if everything passed, it'll go through,
That's
right?
that's exactly what I'm
That's
used to. Yep.
yeah. But in this case, you could actually even do that with LocalStack in your CI/CD testing,
Mm.
where like instead of running it against spinning up a cloud instance, it actually pulls the image, spins up in LocalStack, runs your tests, and if those tests pass, it keeps going. This is obviously like no guarantee. Like there's no, it's not a complete one-to-one. So there's usually like a test involved, but at least you can do all of your basic integration testing can be done with LocalStack. So um, before it's pushed to even the shared testing environment or development environment of some sort, right?
Yep.
So all that stuff will run a heck of a lot faster. I mean, it's it depends on. It's hard to give an actual number because it varies, right?
Yeah.
It would
Yeah.
depend. I mean, if you've done any
I would
AWS,
imagine it's all
yeah,
faster.
it's just fast. It is all faster,
I mean,
but
you're
like
working on a dedicated machine that's, most of our dev, laptops, boxes, whatever you want to call them, are 100% beefier than whatever build system you're actually running through out there on AWS, unless you're paying buco bucks to like make builds go faster. So,
yeah, so it's significantly faster. So that's the whole process. Like it's both speeding up your local development process, like iterations. So you're just pushing stuff to look to your local machine, instance, and that's just going to be faster by default anyway. And then when you're ready, you push it into CI/CD, and that CI/CD would then use LocalStack as well to run the tests and stuff. That's going to be faster. Ultimately, like the goal is you will have to test against AWS, right? So you're going to push it then to AWS. You run your tests in AWS, some tests in AWS, and ultimately deploy to AWS.